Is there DLCs like for RDR or GTA that you wish you had the time when you were there to have created?
Of course. There's always things I wish I'd done. I always wish I'd done more.
What would you have added? This is a fun, like, nerding out.
The internet knows we made a DLC, single player DLC for GTA 5 that never came out. And we were also never really worked on another game. But I like the idea of it that was a GTA zombie game. That would have been funny. I think that could have been quite fun.
What was the GTA 5 DLC?
It was one when you played as Trevor, but he was a secret agent.
Oh.
It was cute. It never quite came together and it was never finished. It was about half done when it got abandoned. But I think if that had come out, probably wouldn't have got to make Red Dead 2. So there's always compromises. But it was, I like making the stories. For me, I love the model of GTA 4 when you had the extra stories coming afterwards, or Red Dead 1 when you had the zombie pack coming afterwards. I like just doing these extra things. So I personally like to have done more of that in that company. And with stuff we're doing in the future, we're going to try and come up with worlds where we can add more stories. I like single player DLC. I just think the audience loves it and it's really fun to make.
Does it make you a little bit sad that the gaming industry in general is moving towards more online, less single player DLC? Maybe that observation is incorrect, but it feels at this moment to me, it feels like it's easier to make a lot of money with online
if you get it right.
Yeah. And so the gaming companies are reaching for that. And it just makes me really sad because there's so much power to what you did with Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know how during that time you're able to pull that off, but that was like a breath of fresh air, or in a time where everybody was moving to online and there was that huge incentive to that. You go on and draw, again, the greatest narrative in video game history and the greatest character in video game history, single player.
We still love single player games. And I think as we started up Absurd, we did a lot of soul searching.
Yeah.
And also a lot of like cynical looking at what goes well in the industry. Luckily, if you want to do what we're forced to do, and also what I want to do, which is make new IP, you need single player games. You can launch a multiplayer game as with new IP. It's just extremely hard. So luckily, we are like focusing on what we're good at, which is open world single player games, and we might add multiplayer components to one of them. I think one of them it's going to be really tough later on, but we're still thinking that through. But I think we're really leaning into the single player experience as being a strength for us as a company and something we love to do. And I think something a large part of the audience prefers. And I'd love to, with all of those, keep single player DLC one way or another going.